Okay, now let's take a look at the assignment where you guys are going to do some net ionic equations and see how we did with these. So remember, with net ionic equations, everything that's aqueous is going to not be this. We don't actually have any sodium chloride. All we have are aqueous sodium ions and aqueous chloride ions. So you take everything that's aqueous and you break it apart into its ions. You have to have the charges on there. This is lead 2, so we have Pb2 plus. Nitrate. Doesn't matter that there's two of them. We just want to know what is the ion, and it's nitrate. So NO3 minus 1, aqueous. Over here on this side, this is solid, so it does not split up. It just stays together. PbCl2, solid. This is aqueous, so these two split up. Then the things we see the same on both sides, like sodium ion and nitrate ion, we cancel those out. Those are spectator ions. And then we simply just rewrite what we have left. We have this left and this left and this left. So we're going to rewrite that, and then we have to balance it. So we would have to put a 2 in front of the chloride ion in order to have this balanced. Now keep in mind, you have to have the aqueous on these ions here. You have to have the solid over here. You have to have the charges where you have the ions. So that's that one you guys had to do. Didn't have to do 2. So we will skip down to the next one. We'll skip down to number 3. All right. So number 3, this is what all of the ions look like when we split them apart. Magnesium has to be plus 2, and this is minus 1 and plus 1 and minus 1. And over here, again, magnesium is plus 2, minus 1. And water is a liquid, so it does not get split up. So we rewrite everything that didn't get crossed out because magnesium was a spectator. Bromide was a spectator. So we rewrite the stuff involved in the actual equation, and so we get OH minus aqueous plus H plus aqueous produces water liquid. It's already balanced. So you had to do number 5. So we will jump down to number 5 here. And I'm just going to go ahead and jump ahead and just go over our final answer here. And if you need to look more closely at the total ionic equation, then you can just pause the video and take a look at that. But our final answer is 2 H plus ions, so we have to have our aqueous here, plus a sulfide ion, so we have to have our minus 2 aqueous, and we produce H2S gas, and that is now balanced. Okay, number 6 was no reaction because both of the products are aqueous. So if you had written out all the total ionic total ions, then everything would cancel. And you had to do number 7. So again, I'm going to jump down the final answer. If you need to look over the total ionic equation, you can pause the video. So our final answer, we have 3 zinc ions. You have to have our plus 2 on our aqueous. 2 phosphate ions. You have to have your charge and aqueous. And we make Zn3, parenthesis PO4, parenthesis 2. That's how we have to write zinc phosphate. And that is a solid. Okay. Now keep in mind that it is just as valid if this had come first. So if you had 2 PO4 3 minus aqueous plus 3 zinc 2 plus aqueous on this side producing the same product, that is also fine. The order does not matter. Okay, on the back side, you had to do number 8. So number 8 is going to look like this. Our solid is vanadium. I did leave out the aqueous up here with all these ions just to save time and space. I don't care if you do that when you're doing the total ionic equation, but you have to have aqueous in your final answer here. So final answer, vanadium 3 plus aqueous plus 3 hydroxide ions with a minus 1 aqueous produces vanadium 3 hydroxide, V parenthesis OH parenthesis 3, and that is a solid. You have to have all of those physical state symbols there. Okay, the next one you had to do was number 11. And number 11, when you predicted these products here, they're both aqueous, so no reaction. Number 12, on number 12, your final answer would be Ba2 plus aqueous plus SO4 2 minus aqueous produces BaSO4 solid. And then the next one you had to do was number 14. And number 14 looks like this. When we predicted our products, we have ammonium perchlorate and aluminum chromate, which is a solid, so our reaction happens. And sorry about that. Our final answer would be 2 aluminum plus 3s, aqueous, plus 3 chromate. We have our minus 2, aqueous. Produces Al2, parentheses, CrO4, parentheses 3, and that's a solid. And I think that was the last one that you had to do. So please make note of any questions that you may have so you can ask me the next time we're in class. Thank you.